from our 7 Tasmania studios. Your nightly news begins now.
Good evening. As events with family and friends ramp up over the festive period, we're being asked to spare a thought for Tasmania's busy hospitality workers. Business owners are still pinning hopes on the silly season for a much-needed cash injection.
It's the time of year where gatherings with family and friends fill up our schedules.
It's a happy time. Everybody's here for celebrating, so it's actually a favourite time of mine.
But amongst the hustle and bustle of the holidays, it's the workers pouring drinks and waiting tables that are at times taken for granted.
They do get pressure. It's exceptionally busy.
With businesses hiring more staff to cater for the surge in bookings, Tasmanians are being encouraged to be mindful of hospitality staff.
We're bringing in a lot of people into the industry for the very first time, so a lot of what they're doing is learning on the job.
And we just ask that people please be kind to these people who are working. A lot of them are working 7 days, 7 nights a week.
After a difficult winter, the months followed showed more encouraging signs for the industry.
We actually took the opportunity to do some refurbishment works, but we certainly enjoyed the confidence of spring, and forward holdings are looking really solid.
As hospitality business owners continue to grapple with high operating costs, many will be banking on a strong trade over summer. And so too will the government, with the sector worth around $725 million to the state's economy every year and employing 9% of Tasmanian workers.
We'll always listen to the concerns out there in the public and hear what's going on, and whatever we can to encourage spending and encourage business confidence, we certainly will.
Anthony Dodd, 7 Tasmania News.
A woman has died in a single vehicle crash in the state's northeast. Police say the silver Honda Accord left the road while travelling on the Tasman Highway at Tongana, west of Scottsdale, yesterday afternoon. The 66-year-old, a passenger in the car, was pronounced dead at the scene. A male driver in his 60s was taken to the Launceston General Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. It almost wasn't to be, but tonight Launceston's Carols by Candlelight is back at its rightful home. And someone who understands been warming up her vocal cords in the newsroom all week is Victoria Easto. Vic, hopefully you're not the only one who's ready to build out a few tunes out there.
Luckily for everyone, Nick, I'm definitely not alone. Thousands have come down here to the City Park tonight to welcome home the Carols in true festive fashion. Now, you might be able to hear a little bit of noise behind me. That's because we are officially underway, and it's just the start of what's shaping up to be a night full of the classics. Jingle Bells, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is coming to town. You name it, it is on tonight's songbook. Now, of course, bringing this year's Carols to life has been a bit of a marathon effort. Late last month, the original organising committee cancelled the event, giving the council just 3 weeks to pull it off.
It's been a huge 3 weeks, and just to see the community coming out and actually supporting an event that they've obviously missed, and we didn't think we were having, and now we are. So yeah, it's incredible.
Now, looking at the radar, we could be in for a little bit of rain tonight, but I don't think that is going to dampen the Christmas spirit. I have been assured that there will be a very special visit from a very special man from the North Pole at some point tonight. So, Nick, I better be off because I need to make sure I'm still on that nice list.
Well, in that case, I hope you've brought a hefty bribe for him, Victoria. I'll see you later. Santa Claus has swapped his reindeer-led sleigh for a more modern mode of transport, visiting good boys and girls from across Huonville. Joined by some very special helpers, the man in red hoping to spread some holiday spirit ahead of Christmas Day.
The final touches ahead of a very special journey. Santa Claus squeezing in some time to spread some early Christmas cheer at the annual Lolly Run in Huonville. 300 bags of sweet treats handed out today.
Sit with the kids and see the smile on their faces every day. I do this. It's really heartwarming, so yeah, it's wonderful.
And a lollipop and some mint tea and some lollies.
The man in red stopping by for a quick snap and of course to get some last minute gift requests.
A PlayStation 5. Soccer kit.
A trampoline. E-bike.
The day facilitated by the local fire brigade, giving these excited kids a go in the hot seat.
we really enjoy being a part of the community, getting out and about, sharing bushfire safety with people, and just generally being there, not just as an emergency service, but as part of the community to help out.
Santa's been stopping by the Huonville community for about 7 years now, but his trips are always brief, given he has to get back just in time for the big day. And who knows, maybe one day a fire truck just might be Santa's preferred method of transport.
It's a lot higher, all right, and I don't have to whip the reindeers into action.
But it's bye for now. These little ones will no doubt be fast asleep by the time Santa's reindeers touch down in just 3 sleeps' time. Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
Well, Tasmanian Emergency Department wait times have worsened in recent days, according to new figures from the state's health department. 87 people spent more than a day in an ED, while half of all patients spent more than 12 hours between last Monday to Friday. The latest monthly data also shows less than half of presentations at major hospital EDs were seen in time in November, compared to 56% at the same time last year. A health department spokesperson says the recommendations from the ED review in May are continuing to be implemented to improve patient flow. The Hurricanes have made up for Thursday's big loss with a convincing win over the Scorches at Ninja Stadium last night. All-rounder Mitch Owen leading Hobart's run chase with an unbeaten century in one of the strongest performances of his career.
Coming off a bruising loss to the Renegades and posting their lowest total in the club's history just 2 days before, the Hurricanes were out to prove a point on home soil. All-rounder Mitch Owen getting to work early.
Oh, that's big hit. First one, that's into the crowd on the hill.
Belting a couple of 6s and 4s in the first few overs. His opening partner Caleb Jewell falling for 7 in the last ball of the power play.
Chop on!
But that wasn't about to slow down Owen, bringing up a half-century in style.
Goes long, that's the biggest one, over the hill and into the bush.
Helping steady Hobart's run chase after they restricted the Scorches to 155. Shea Hope providing strong support on the other end with more boundaries. The pair putting the Hurricanes in a commanding position, bringing the side's total to 100 by the 12th over. Owen continuing the onslaught with a sky-high 6 into the stands.
High, will it get over the rope? It will.
Hope surviving a close call before eventually getting caught shortly after the power surge.
Oh, is this it? Is this the weekend? It should be, and it is.
Perth finally getting a much-needed breakthrough, but the in-form Mitch Owen, showing the damage he caused early on, was just the beginning, notching up his first BBL century in the first bowl of the final over.
He needs 4 for 100. Has he got it? He has! Well done, Mitch Owen!
And fittingly knocking the next ball to the ropes, taking the Hurricanes to a solid victory over the Scorches, with 8 wickets to spare. The Canes face the Strikers next in Adelaide on Friday. Anthony Dodd, 7 Tasmania News.
University are the CTPL men's T20 champions. 2 early wickets fell for South Hobart Sandy Bay. Ben Dunk and Samuel Voss bowled out by Lewis Smith. Sean Willis and Thomas Willoughby combined for 57 runs, final total of 139. Before UTAS batsmen Tom Chapman and Brad Hope started their innings strong with a 44-run partnership as Parramappel and Tim Ward led the team to eventual victory by 8 wickets.
Good evening. Hobart, Devonport and Burnie all 19 today and 21 recorded in Launceston. 24 the state's high at Ouse, 21 at Friendly Beaches and at Grove. Flinders Island and Luncheon Hill both 20 degrees, 19 the top at Low Head. St Helens, King Island and Marai Island 18 and 17 the maximum for Lyowini and Strawn. We experienced scattered areas of low and high cloud, particularly about the west and south today. A cloud band approached the west of Victoria and Tasmania. Scattered thunderstorms extend over northeastern New South Wales, inland Queensland and the Territory. Tomorrow, a high pressure centre will ridge over the south of the country as troughs extend along the west coast of WA through central Australia and into eastern states. West to southwesterly winds 20 to 30 knots, although only 15 to 25 knots about the southwest. West to southwesterly swells increasing to 3 metres. There is a strong wind warning for coastal waters between Low Rocky Point to Southeast Cape, extending also to Frederick Henry, Norfolk and Storm Bay, and also for the Central Plateau Lakes. A shower or 2 on the way for the south tomorrow, 17 expected in Hobart and Dover, 16 at Ouse. Showers also in Launceston 18, 17 and partly cloudy in Devonport. A couple of showers in Scottsdale with 17 also. Wet and windy in Burnie, Stanley 16 the maximum. Showers also in Strawn with 15 degrees. To the east we go, showers persisting in St Helens 17, showery also in Swansea 18, 17 in Ross with clearing showers. Our Christmas Eve forecast remains the same with expected showers about the west but fine elsewhere. Light showers will continue about the west on Christmas Day, likely to clear by evening. Fine conditions statewide on Boxing Day with plenty of leftovers and a forecast for some Test cricket. The Monday forecast now for mainland Australia. Windy and mostly sunny in Sydney tomorrow 29, possible showers in Canberra 23, another warm one across the territory. A little bit of rain in Hobart right now, 15 degrees, 18 and cloudy in Launceston and 17 at Devonport. Now I'm signing off for a short break, Nick, wishing you, your lovely fiancé and everybody at home a very Merry Christmas.
Thanks for that, Kai. Have a couple of oysters for me while I'm slaving away here. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow night with more.